Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anis Fariha, and today I will present the topic about food flavoring. Okay, the first I will give the meaning of food flavoring. Food flavoring is something that we use in food to give a particular flavor to change taste and sense of food. It will made up of combination of taste, texture, and sense. There are many flavors that we can taste with our chemical sense, such as sweet, sour, bitter, salty, and other basic tastes. Flavoring also function as a food preservative that can make our food durable. With this, we can prevent food wastage from being impurely disgusted and durable. There are two types of food flavor. The first one is natural, which is come from animal and plants. The second one is synthetic, and the synthetic come through chemical process. In the food flavoring, also we can get many things that will explain about flavoring in more details, such as function, classification, properties, source, and category of food flavoring. In any things that we do must have advantages and disadvantages that will show us something positive and something negative that we get from the food flavoring.
My name is Siti Zulaika binti Muhammad Sidi. Now I will explain the classification of flavoring. The classification of flavoring are classified into two categories. The first one is natural flavoring, and the second one is synthetic flavoring. In synthetic flavoring, there are two types of flavoring. The first one is nature identical flavoring, and the second one is artificial flavoring. Natural flavoring are flavoring substances that are obtained from the plants and animal material by physical, microbiological, and enzymatic process. Natural flavoring can be either used in their natural form or processed form for human consumption, and they cannot contain with the synthetic flavoring. For example, spices, fruit juice, egg, herb, and more. For synthetic flavoring, synthetically produced flavoring substance, which include the nature identical flavoring substance and the artificial flavoring substance. For nature identical flavoring substance, they are obtained or isolated through the chemical process in a lab, but their chemical are identified from the natural product, like vanillin, which is the component of vanilla beans. For artificial flavoring, there are substances that do not have any related or equivalent in natural ingredient. They are typically produced by fractional distillation and additional source of chemical. For example, ethyl vanillin, which is artificial and have a same smells like vanillin, and they have a 3 times more taste intensive when the ethyl vanillin is added to ice cream, confectionery, and baked goods.
Hi everyone, my name is Nur Shamira binti Seni Amir, and today I will present about the sources of the flavoring and the properties that have in the flavoring. So, let's go! There are 4 sources for the making of the flavoring, which is essential oil extracts, non-alcoholic flavoring extracts, true fruit flavors, and the imitation, artificial extracts, essence, and the flavors. The first source is the essential oil extracts. Okay, essential oil is a volatile oil that usually having the characteristic of odor or flavor from the plant which is obtained. Okay, the process of the extracts are by dissolving the essential oil in alcohol and by adding some water, and sometimes can have a small amount of certified food colors if it is required and permitted by the law. Okay, this include the fruits like lemons, like orange, and sometimes the spice and herbs like legumes thyme, basil, rosemary, and so on. The second source is non-alcoholic flavoring extracts. Non-alcoholic flavoring extract is the flavor that is not contain any of alcohol. These extracts are prepared by glycol or propylene glycol or the combination of these two. It is to bring the essential oils into the solution with an additional water or sometimes with an additional food coloring. The third source is true fruit flavors. True fruit flavors are the flavors that contain from a fruit in which all tissues are derived from a ripened ovary and its content. These flavors are obtained through the expression, concentration, or refinement of the fresh fruits like apples, pears, strawberries, and plums. For the finished products, the content of the alcohol are between 18 and 22% to avoid the fermentation. The fourth source, which is the last source, is the imitation, artificial extracts, essence, and flavors. Okay, these are made and prepared by the solution of alcohol, glycerol, or propylene glycol. It is also made by various synthetic flavoring agents to formulate the extracts, essence, or the real taste or the taste of the real fruit, and sometimes with the liquor flavor. For example, the imitation vanilla extracts can be prepared by artificial coloring synthetic vanillin, or we can call it as synthetic vanillin dyes. And it is also made from cumin, heliotropin, glycerol, water, and caramel coloring. Sometimes, there are certain synthetic organic chemicals that give special markers to the imitation flavoring. For example, like benzyl butyrate give the special markers to the raspberry, and citral give the special markers to lemon. Next, I will tell you the properties of the flavoring. Okay, there are many properties in the flavoring, such as it tastes, it colors, smell, the methods, flavor enhancer, and so on. But I will give three only the properties of the flavoring, which is the taste, the colors, and the flavor enhancers. Okay, first the taste of flavoring. Okay, basically, like we have already know, there are four basic types of taste, which is sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. But there is also another taste, which is we call as secondary taste, that is astringent, pungent, and umami. Okay, sweet taste. Sweet taste is like we having a taste of sugar or the something that's similar to sugar, like fruit, honey, and milk. Okay, that's for the natural substance. For the another substance, like something that have been processed, we can find the taste of sugar in ice cream and candy. Okay, for the sour taste is produced by the hydrochloric acid, and this taste can be found in the commonly can be found in the citrus fruit like lemons and limes. Okay, this taste also can be found in the nuts and chips because there are a lot of salt which have been added in this food. Okay, the next taste is bitter. Okay, bitter is produced by quinine. Bitter taste is often not appealing alone, but it will stimulate the appetite and give out the new taste. Give out a new taste. For example, this bitter taste can be found in the vegetables such as spinach, cabbage, and zucchini, and it is also can be found in the spice or herbs like turmeric, coffee, and tea. Okay, next for the secondary taste like astringent, pungent, and umami. Okay, astringent is like a little bit of bitter taste, but not as cold as a bitter taste. Astringent also have a strong cooling effect on the body than sweet taste. Okay, this taste we can find in the legumes and fruits like beans, lentils, cranberry, dried fruit, and pomegranate. Okay, next, for the pungent taste, which is we call as spicy taste. Okay, spicy taste, this we can found in the chili peppers, ginger, onion, garlic, and cayenne, or something that is similar to that taste. Okay, next, for the umami taste. Umami taste, or we can call it as savory. Okay, umami taste is a taste sensation that is meaty and savory. This taste is produced by glutamate, nucleotides, and other amino acids. For example, for the example product of the taste is Ajinomoto, which is have monosodium glutamate, and this Ajinomoto is used in the cook and for the processing foods to make the food become more tasty. The next properties are colors. Okay, the colors of the flavoring are not specific. It is because the colors of the flavoring are available according to the type of flavors. For example, if the flavors is from the strawberry fruit, so the colors of the flavoring will become a red colors, which is same as the strawberry fruit colors. Okay, for another example is if the flavor is from the extract of green vegetables like spinach or cabbage, so it will give green colors to the flavoring. Okay, the last properties is flavor enhancers. Okay, typically most of the flavor enhancers are called as umami or savory flavoring, which is that contains an amino acid and nucleotide. These also have been manufactured as calcium or sodium salt. Okay, so there are many important types of flavor enhancing substance, which is give two kinds of flavors. Okay, the first one is give the salty taste, which is this is also contains a glutamic acid. Okay, the example for the substance are glutamic acid salt, glycine acid salt, guanylyl acid salt, inosinic acid salt, and organic acid. Okay, the second one is which is it gives a different sour or taste. This will change the taste of or the flavor of the food. Okay, for the example of the substance like acetic acid, citric acid, lactic acid, malic acid, and tartaric acid.
My name is Nur Ainina Mardiah binti Sariman. So let us proceed to functions of flavorings. Flavor and taste of food stimulate salivary flow and acid digestion. The main functions of flavor is to add taste to food because they have no nutritional properties inside. Flavorings are a complex mixture of an ingredient which are natural constituent of food. Also can be produced through physicals mean from traditional plant, animal sources, and chemical synthesis. Some food lost their flavor, so flavoring did offsetting flavor loss due to food processing. Flavorings are natural and also have its synthetic that are added to foods to produce the flavor or modify exist flavor. Some flavoring also help the food taste more tasty than before. Flavoring add a new flavor to a food and impress sense of taste and smell. Substances like salt, sugar, and herbs were added to foods to improve its taste or produce a desirable taste. Artificial flavors can allow people who have their food allergies to safely consume the flavors. By that, they can taste to a food which they had their allergies in by using artificial flavors. Flavors can enhance natural or original flavor in food product. For example, monosodium glutamate, or known as MSG, bring out the flavor of the food, and synthetic essence or ester can produce artificial flavors which resemble natural flavors.
Hi, my name is Annie Hadianti. Now, let's proceed to the advantage of flavoring. Okay, as we know, flavoring have two category, which is natural flavor and artificial flavor. Okay, natural flavor is not contain any artificial flavor substance such as vanillin and spice. Okay, so from that we know that natural flavor is more better than artificial flavor. So I will give you some of the advantage of natural flavor. Okay, firstly, the advantage of natural flavor is more appetizing aroma and no unpleasant smell, because they come from the natural product such as spice. Okay, when they use them for cook, they give us more aromatic smell. Okay, secondly, some ingredient from the natural flavor give us a unique flavor enrichment. Okay, it is because they can enhance the inherent flavor of the ingredients that make the food still not lack from their characteristic. Okay, beside that, natural flavor are simple and cost effective. It is because the ingredients from them or chemical from that is come from the natural, so we don't need any substance or any additional things to make them a more flavor, because they have their natural flavor. I didn't say that artificial flavor is not good. They have their own advantage. Okay, and I will give you 3 advantage of artificial flavor. Okay, firstly, they are more cheaper than natural flavor. Okay, secondly, they can be produced in a variety of forms such as alcohol. Okay, last but not least, the advantage of artificial flavoring is easy to find. Of course, when we go to market, we easily find the flavoring such as MSG. So, from that, the conclusion is, if we use them in a better way, we can get more advantage from them. Okay, either the natural flavor or the artificial flavor, both of them have their own advantage. Okay, so let's move to the disadvantage of flavoring.
My name is Dini Kaisha binti Muhammad Tauhid. Now I will talk about disadvantage of food flavoring. Okay, food flavoring can cause health problems such as allergic reaction and adverse effect on organ, which known as toxic effect when undesirable chemical end up in the food. Okay, people with allergic reaction should be very conscious even with a natural flavoring, because it can cause serious health problem if the immune system considering it as a pathogenic or disease causing. Okay, the allergic reaction usually are mild, skin irritation, asthma or breathing problem. The toxic effects such as kidney damage, liver disease or bone marrow cells. Okay, next, it causes havoc on our taste bud, which causes us more addict and interested in artificial flavor than natural flavoring. This is because the artificial flavor tastes more stronger than the natural flavoring. For example, ethyl vanillin, which is same as vanillin, but 3 times stronger when added to the ice cream. Okay, because of that, more people prefer the artificial flavoring than the natural flavoring.